Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm just showing you guys my outfit right now before I leave. Today I'm going to be taking you guys to Nisantasi. It's a nice area in Besiktas on the European side of Istanbul. The reason why I really like this neighborhood or area of Nisantasi is because it's a huge shopping center. It's so central, it has the best of everything. So I wanted to show you guys on camera just how everything looks normally. And I'm crossing over from Kadıköy to Besiktas with a boat. So I wanted to show you guys also the scenery. Everything looks so majestic and beautiful. Istanbul is just so absolutely gorgeous. The reason why I wanted to go to Nisantasi is also because I wanted to check out this store called Roberto Nisantasi. There are some dresses that I saw that I really liked, and it was such a terribly hot day. And I tried some of the dresses on. I didn't like the first and the third, but the blue one, the second one, I loved it so much. I actually got it. And I wanted to show you guys also the shop inside. It's such a beautiful store. It's such a cute little boutique. And some of the girls saw me filming. They wanted to come up and say hi. So they were so cute and they were so inviting. It was so nice. Once I left the shop, I started just walking around the streets randomly, showing you guys all of these brands, the crowd, the streets and everything. Because this place is so central, it was full of cars and full of people, of course. The place is kind of like an old town as well, because you can see from the architecture of the buildings, it has like this very classic architecture to it. It's so beautiful. Almost every other shop has a very nice customized look to it. It's so beautiful. It's just so nice to look. It's not basic, is what I'm trying to say. Like, the shops here are not basic. They're really nice. They decorate it really nicely. There's also the mall. The city is Nisantasi, very famous as well. It's a mall that has a lot of brands in it. And walking around a little bit more, and there's a Moda Academy, basically a fashion academy, really nice. So as you can tell, it's a fashion center. And as you guys can tell from these buildings, the architecture is just, it's stunning. I love such architecture. It's such a vibe. And I wanted to film inside Sephora as well, but they didn't allow me to do that, so whatever. But Sephora has been expanding for the past few years in Turkey, and it has almost all the brands that normally Sephora has, which is really great because I love makeup and I love shopping for makeup. So I went in and I looked around. And obviously I just walked around a little bit more, showing you guys a lot more cafes and more buildings and more restaurants. The House Cafe has such an iconic spot in Nisantasi. It's like you can never miss it. It's such a beautiful spot. And this is why the House Cafe is also very iconic as well as a cafe. A lot of cafes and shops and boutiques have like really beautiful decorations, like I said before. And you guys can see here as well. It's just all so gorgeous. The buildings here are really nice as well. But apart from all of that, the social life here is really nice as well. This area is basically where you can just meet up with your friends for coffee or for lunch or dinner. It's a perfect place to find cafes and restaurants and bars and whatnot that are high-end as well as a little lower than that, so like middle class, you know what I mean? And it's just so nice. It's such a beautiful and pleasurable to just go visit and sit down in a cafe in the street and just have a coffee with your friends. It's like that type of an area. But also, if you want to do some high-end shopping, this is like also what the area is known for. As you guys can see, there's a lot of high-end brands such as Prada, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and more of those. And it's just so nice. And also some local high-end brands. The same applies for restaurants. There's a lot of high-end restaurant chains. You can find them all over the place as well as some really nice restaurants that I really like, such as Midpoint and Happy Moons. I love those places, so yeah. And of course, today is a really hot day, so I walked around a little bit and it's so difficult with a mask when it is so hot outside and so crowded, and we are not allowed to take off our mask in the street. It's like that type of an area. But also, if you want to do some high-end shopping, this is like also what the area is known for. As you guys can see, there's a lot of high-end brands such as Prada, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and more of those. And it's just so nice. And also some local high-end brands. The same applies for restaurants. There's a lot of high-end restaurant chains. You can find them all over the place as well as some really nice restaurants that I really like, such as Midpoint and Happy Moons. I love those places, so yeah. And of course, today is a really hot day, so I walked around a little bit and it's so difficult with a mask when it is so hot outside and so crowded, and we are not allowed to take off our mask in the street. So it was kind of unbearable, but I did so. So my trip around Nisantasi was done, like at least the central location, and I decided to make my way towards Besiktas, which is towards the water side. So I was going downhill and showing you guys the scenery from there, which was really beautiful. As you guys could see some parts of the Bosphorus and the Asian side of Istanbul. And as soon as I made it down, so this is a really beautiful area full of cafes and restaurants in itself. So the most iconic, the most well-known cafes and restaurants you can find in this area. Really beautiful. I love this area myself so much. These buildings as well, they really stand out. The architecture of these buildings, they're really also really well known across Istanbul. I walked around this area and sat down and had a cheesecake with some tea as well, because I needed to sit down and eat. And I did that in a place called B Block Bakery. This place is really well known for the San Sebastian cheesecakes they make. Absolutely the most creamiest that I've ever eaten in my life. So I was just having a ball right there. But mostly off, I just really loved it. Treated myself to a nice delicious cheesecake. And then I decided to show you guys a little bit more of the area and make my way back home. So on the way, I just sat on the boat and then I looked out and I saw that there were 2 heart-shaped balloons stuck on the roof of the Shangri-La something hotel. Wait, what is this hotel called? Or whatever. It was so cute. And I looked outside and I realized it was sunset. And the whole city was just absolutely stunning. Everything was glowing, really, really gold and beautiful. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Bye!